First tonight at 5, the partial government shutdown now entering its second day with no end in sight. With Congress failing to pass a short-term funding bill, about 750,000 federal workers are expected to be furloughed. Republicans want to extend funding at current levels, but Democrats are holding out for concessions on health care. This marks the first government shutdown in nearly 7 years, that one lasting for more than a month. The government shutdown has left many in Hawaii wondering what's next. Raquel Kahlo shows us some of the local impacts.
Pearl Harbor almost closed with the shutdown, but a new deal is keeping the gates open. And visitors tell me that they're glad they didn't miss it.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya.
There is no shutdown disappointment at Pearl Harbor National Memorial, home of the USS Arizona.
This was on my bucket list, so if we would have got here today and it was shut down, it would have been pretty.
The site remains open thanks to a temporary agreement with the National Park Service and funding from donors and the nonprofit Pacific Historic Parks.
So many loss of American sailors' lives. It's, our entry into World War II, and, it's a national treasure.
The Hawaii Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island and Haleakala on Maui are open, but with limited accessibility.
I think it sucks. I think it sucks for the people. In Canada, I don't think we've ever had a shutdown. Both parties seem to be able to figure out, make sure to get everything working, so kind of sucks to see that the Americans can't do that here.
There's no imminent end to the shutdown in sight. Members of Hawaii's delegation on Capitol Hill say it will take compromise from both parties to restore full services.
What would need to change for me is that we do what we have to do, which is to put together a bipartisan agreement that passes Congress. I have supported funding extensions religiously throughout my career. I have, and there's no reason why we can't get that done today. It takes both Democrats and Republicans to pass this bill in Congress.
The shutdown is, of course, affecting thousands of federal employees, military personnel, and their families. Employees deemed essential, like air traffic controllers and TSA employees, must still show up to work, but they will not be paid until the shutdown ends. Organizations like the Hawaii Food Bank are stepping in to help those who may be in need.
It's going to put a strain on our operations, to be quite frank. We're looking at an impact to around 34,000 federal civilian employees, around 44,000 active duty military. In addition to that, we have contractors and the dependents of all of those folks who will be impacted. So we're estimating around 100,000 folks over 100,000 who will be in need.
Medicaid, Social Security, and SNAP will be operating as usual, with the occasional delay in new claims or enrollments. There will also be mail delivery. Raquel Kahlo, Hawaii News Now.
The University of Hawaii, meantime, also bracing for impact amid the shutdown. In a statement to the UH system today, President Wendy Hensel said impacts to the 10 campuses will depend on how long the shutdown lasts, and that as of now, federally funded researchers are most directly affected. The university has more than 7,000 employees whose salaries are funded or mostly funded by federal dollars. Hensel also says in part the university and campus leadership are working closely together to do everything possible to mitigate the impacts and keep our campuses operating smoothly.